Hi, I'm El Ranger, and today I'm going to talk about three features you might want to implement in your side scrolling RPG game. The first feature is actually constant speed on slope and slope snapping. You can see that my character does not change speed when she's going up slope or down slope. She maintains a constant speed, and also she does not jitter. Like there's no jittering when she goes up or goes down the slope. This is actually achieved by Godot's built-in function, which is constant speed and snap length. Constant speed ensures that going up and down slope does not change the character's velocity, and also snap length ensures that you stay to the ground as long as you do not exceed this threshold. So that's how I made my slope movements. And then I'm going to show you something more about attack related. Let me just grab a weapon and then, yeah. Normally, when we are facing an enemy like this, we won't be able to attack them because we are facing to the right, while the enemy is at the back. However, like if you want the player to have more simple controls, like they can hit the enemy easier, then you can implement a free auto attack, which is also implemented, I think, in Dead Cells, which means that if there is no directional input and the character is facing away from the enemy, then you automatically rotate the character so that the character faces the enemy and then the character attacks. So it's like this. You can see that I did not press any directional input, but the raycast does the work for us, and then she'll turn around. Yeah. You can see again. Because this one it's slightly higher, so the raycast cannot detect it, but you'll have to adjust it for yourself. So basically, if my raycast hits the enemy, then my player will turn around. It's as simple as that. But you'll have to adjust your own distances and your own height for your own game, of course. So you can see that it actually turns around now. Oops. Well, I suck at gaming, but yeah, that's basically the gist. And let me just show you how I do it first before we move on to the third point. Basically, I did this code. I check if there's any player input, and then if there's no input at all, I'll activate the raycasts. And then if both directions have enemies, then I will not turn the player around. I'll just respect the current player face, like current where the player is currently facing. And then if there is an enemy at the back, but there's no enemy at the front, and the player did not input anything, then I'll rotate the character. Like I'll flip the character and then let the player face the enemy and then attack. So when you want to like implement such a turning effect, you just call this function before actually calling the attack sequence. As simple as that. And finally, one final feature I would like to demonstrate is actually like something I myself called precise dashing, because when you want to detect dashes, like you want to calculate dash endpoints, I often find it not quite efficient to use mathematical formulas because sometimes the enemy is moving, you are moving, so it's quite hard to calculate an exact endpoint. However, if you're using collisions, then like because in my design, this is like a pseudo Mega Man Zero style game, so you actually have contact damage and it does not stop the player and enemy from colliding. Then you will easily dash past your enemy or either get stuck in the middle of your enemy. So, in order to get a more precise dash, what I did is I add the collision layer to the player, I like at the split second when I was dashing, I added an additional collision layer which is the same as enemies, so that I will never collide into any enemies at all. Like it would just be two rigid bodies clashing together and then they will not overlap in most cases. So let me quickly demonstrate. Yes, you can see it stops exactly in front of my enemy without actually colliding with the enemy and me taking damage. Like regularly, I'll take damage like this, but you can see that I exactly dashed precisely and did not hit my enemy's collision hitbox. Yeah, you can repeat this a few more times and you'll find it that it is much more consistent than other methods that I have mentioned before. Yes, so that's all I want to share today. The 3 points are like walking on the slopes, auto free attack, and also more precise dashings. Yeah, I hope you like the video and then subscribe for more. And if you're also interested in my game, yeah, subscribe. Thank you.